Om. Paying my respect to my master Sadguru, I am starting the main part of the book, which is I have written many years before. Unfortunately, there is no any translation in English, so I am giving discourses on my book. This is the first stanza of Gita. I make this stanza as a tool to give the knowledge of liberation and give the knowledge of meditation and giving the alternative of the awareness, because I see in the world the person are bounding in the circle of the physical body, mind, intellect, ego and mood. They are completely innocent with their real identity or real existence. So now we are taking this stanza, and by the medium of this stanza, by the help of this stanza, we are trying to understand the real spirituality and divinity and the goal of the life. Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveta mamakasya pandavasyaiva kim kurvarta sanjaya. We are taking word by word. Now we are giving the discourse on only one word, that is a dharma kshetra. The life of a human is a dharma kshetra. The life of a human comes from Almighty God's divinity and God's its own consciousness. So this life is, this light is, this love is, this consciousness is total in all the field of dharma. I am not using the religion, because religion is not dharma. Religion only the realization or acceptance, the particular norms of a group or oath with liability of any group. But religion and the realization and the realize all comes from the intellect. The knowing comes from the existence. Many persons, they realize or they enter in the religion by their own interest. You can see the person can be realized by the force. The person can be realized by the greed. The person can be realized by the incentives. But the truth cannot be changed. himself by any type of outer factors. So the religion is never synonym of dharma. Dharma is the basic presence of your awareness inside in Atma. The dharma is the light of Almighty God. Because the God's consciousness joined or connected with your physical body, so you are alive. So the dharma, I am not telling dharma about your well-known dharmas, Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Yahudi, Parsi, Buddha or Jain. And the dharma is not your social constitutions or social norms. Dharma is not imposed ideology on you. The nose has a dharma, the nose will respiration. You cannot change this dharma. The dharma of eyes is seeing, you cannot see by the ear. The skin's dharma is the sensibility, you cannot change this dharma. So the dharma is the natural stream. Not, you cannot change, you cannot make, you cannot destroy. If a person is alive, he has some particular symptoms, that is outer line of dharmas. But you do not know the meaning of dharmas. You do not know the meaning of dharma, so you say that dharma is religion. No, dharma is not religion. Dharma is not a particular communal group. Dharma is not like that as you think. Dharati iti dharma. Dharma is the power which is bearing these universes. Dharma is the awareness. When you come in this awareness, you can be free from all death and birth cycle. Dharma is the light and love of the God. So, dharma is a very precious word, and your life is the field of dharma. So here the Krishna is telling dharma kshetre. My dear friend, the human-made constitutions which is imposed by the powerful and effectful men by their own experiences and by their own interests and by the interest of particular society and particular area of the land, for the foundation of the society and the persons, for the regularization of the lifestyle of the particular nations, that is not dharma. They may be constitution, or they may be norms, or they may be rules and regulations. So my dear friend, for make more stronger and more effective this type of your rules. There are many traditions, expectations, history, examples, price and punishment. You have make a very big network surrounding the consciousness of a human, of a man or woman. In different countries, the person living there, the gentry living there, the human race living there in many countries, and they are almostly unable to cut this network. So every religion has their own circle, on criteria, on limitations or boundaries. The boundaries and the norms and the values and the traditions and the rigidness and the faith and the arguments and misarguments and the books and the laws of living, they are all putting the plea, they are all claiming that they are right. But they are all indirectly avoiding the true dharma, the dharma and the ultimate truth. They are avoiding the ultimate truth. The literary persons, the priests, the specialists of the languages, the poets, and the administrators and the governors, they do not know that immortal dharma which is coming from the millions years. Because the all human is living in the intellect, and intellect is unstable thing. Mind is unstable thing. And they are all imaginations according to their intellect and the mind and ego. So how can they understand the millions years ago immortal dharma, the real dharma, the real truth of the dharma? My dear friend, the dharma is the subject of beyond the intellect, mind and ego and mood. The dharma which is described in the Gita, Upanishad, Vedas, Puranas, even person do not understand about this Shashvat Dharma, about this ultimate truth of dharma. Because all persons, they only understand the words, sentences, and they have the meanings according to his capacity of the mind and intellect. Actually, when a person will enlighten, when a person will stand in the Atma Jnana, when a person will stand in the Buddhatva, he can understand dharma. And other person must be respect of that person's advice, teachings, directions, and descriptions and discourses. But unfortunately, the humanity is continuously avoiding the enlightened person's advice and directives and accepting the advices of the blind persons. They are not awakened, they do not know about dharma, they only wandering in the sensory organs, hungers, mind, intellect and ego. That's why this world is so painful and living in trouble and living in unpleasantness and living in hell-like atmosphere. So, the master which is awoken in the Satchidananda Paramatma, the true consciousness and the topest pleasant condition, that master can describe the highest norms of the Gita, Upanishads, Bhagavatam, etc. My dear friend, when I written this book in English, Hindi, I think I have no need of translation in English, because I written this book for the lovers and seekers of the God in India. But unfortunately, I see the most of the person, the 99.99 persons, they have no need of real true dharma. They are also involved in the mind, intellect and ego illusions and the sensory organ hungers. That's why, my dear friend, the economics say the demand and the production, they are simultaneously directly proportional. So you have no demand the truth, you demand the fake and false things. So the fake and false religious mischief mongers, they are come out and making you fool, and you are easily following the fake gurus, because you do not want to true knowledge, you do not want Atma Jnana, you only want worldly things. You want money, you want solution of your day-to-day problem, you want beautiful wife and children's and good houses and good car and pride and post and fame and name. Even you know after the death these things will be demolished. But I am very, very immense to see your foolishness. You spoil your all the life for the meaningless things, and that's why your gurus are knows this secret what you want, so they give as you want. and they are completely blind like you. They are not Atma Jnani. So they are giving you mantra, they are giving you karma kanda, they are giving you process, different type of hypothetical things, they are giving you imaginations, they are giving you false assurances, and they are giving you the fake beliefs, and they are giving you the wrong promises. So my dear friend, the irrespectful behavior with the enlightened persons and the jnanis, that is the result of your painful life. Because if you are throwing the medicine and not taking medicine, then how can you cure your diseases? So the jnana param aushadham, the supreme knowledge of the liberation, is the highest medicine of the life. I am very, very thankful to my masters. By the grace of my master, I can able to written this book, and I know all of you having the Sachidananda Paramatma. The Sachidananda Paramatma is living inside of you, but you are continuously avoiding your internal existence, and you are continuously serving the illusions which is created by mind, intellect, mood and egos. I know this knowledge can be described, not can be described in the words, but by the grace of my master, I am describing this knowledge which is beyond the word and beyond the languages. In the starting of the Gita, the first word is dharma, and I am describing about the first word dharma. The dharma word is so expounded word and so precious word, but the misuse of this word by the society and the humans and the groups, so this word is never understood by the persons. All the persons, they describe this word meaning of the dharma different types. The dharma is devalued by society. Dharma was a most precious diamond, millions times more than Kohinoor, but you convert this word like a piece of glass. Even you can understand this word only dharma, you can be enlightened only by one word. So precious this word. If you can understand this word only dharma, you can get buddhatva, sambodhi, and your sleep of the mesmerism of the Maya, the sleeping, when you are sleeping in the mesmerism of Maya, that can be broken and you can awake by this word. Only by this dharma word you can come out by the misunderstanding of that death and birth cycle, and you can reach to your own destination, the home of the God, which is the Atma Jnana. Only by this word If can you understand, you can come out, you can cross the ocean of the sorrow, and you can save yourself by the volcano of the death. And you can get the pound of the nectar, you can get the ocean of the love. But unfortunately, you never understand the meaning of the dharma. I am giving an example to you. If a person going in the journey in sailing by a boat or sailing by a fleet, and the captain of that fleet or sailor of the fleet make a mistake only 1 degree of the direction, that fleet will, the ship will never reach the accurate destination. He will reach another place. Like the Columbus want to come India, and he went to America because the deviation of his ship. So your ship is not going in the accurate direction because your sailors are not intelligent. They do not know the destination. They do not know the path. They do not know the direction. Even they do not know the degrees. Today I wrote in the internet, in my friends' chat in Facebook, in this world, the people teaching the meditation, they are not teaching the meditation. They are teaching only concentration. They are teaching only the hypothetical objective concentration. Meditation is not like that. Nobody knows the real meditation. The biggest institute is governing in many nations, and they have the billions dollars income every year in the name of meditation, but unfortunately they are not giving the real meditation. They are giving the fake meditation in the name of the meditation. In our Hindu dharma, the priest do the worship of any god, and he say in a small word, meditation. Dhyana karo, atha dhyana. But 1 minute and a half minute meditation, that is not meditation, and he is performing only formality. In the European countries, even the Norway or the America or Latin America or Japan and other countries, I talk to many friends, they do not know the meditation. Only they goes to the gym and they goes to the yoga classes, and yoga class teacher teach them meditation of concentration. Unfortunately, from 20 or 30 years before, there is a big propaganda made by the fake persons, they teaching the Kundalini Yoga. And the name of the Kundalini Yoga, they snatch the money of students and the lovers, and give them only deviation, and some lovers created the problems in their mind also. Because the energy is disturbed in the body and the spinal cord become disturbed energy cord. And I have seen many examples, the intolerable problems created by the Kundalini Yoga. Some persons become irritated, and some persons become mad, and some persons feeling the burning, and some persons feeling extra anger, and some persons feeling extra lust. So I am telling in the description of the Dharma, don't deviate. If you deviate, you will not reach the destination, like in the ocean or like in the air also. If the connection with the ground staff or controlling air traffic controller or the pilot make a mistake in his meter, the aeroplane which is going to New York will go to another place. Maybe that plane go out of American continent. So your plane is not going in the correct destination and correct dimension and correct disha. My dear friend, because your mind not accepting the real dharma, your mind accepting the religions. And you realize even that is not dharma, but you are realize. I am not telling for particular dharma, I am telling that if you are living in the mind, intellect and the ego, you cannot be the seeker of the truth. You are bounding in the Maya. My dear friend, the appropriate and accurate meaning of the dharma, person do not understanding, so they are doing as their mind want. Every mind, a crowd of the thoughts, and you choose particular thoughts which is you feel good. Even you yourself knows that is wrong, but you choose wrong as right. So the society is living in adharma. Adharma, it means opposite to the dharma, anti-dharma, and avoiding the true dharma. As the bottle's levels are changed and the medicine of the bottle, how can you identify? A person need another medicine and he will drink another medicine. So in your bottles there is the level of the nectar, but in the bottle there is a wine which is giving you a dark illusion and unconsciousness. So you are accepting unconsciousness in the place of consciousness. So you are not living in the dharma, you are not living in the true spirituality. Because that is not your mistake, but that is mistake of your setup. Your eyes seeing outside, your ear hear outside, your nose smelling outside, your skin feel outside of stimulations. Your every apparatus pushing your energy outside. Nothing pushing your energy inside to the center of your life. So, you understand only those things which can you understand by your sensory organs. So indirectly you are the slave of the sensory organs. How can you be the free person? How can you get the freedom? Because you are the slave of the sensory organ hungers. Your hungry sensory organs push you and pull you down in their own subjects. And the wanting and hunger of the sensory organs never satisfy. Even you can get more and more, but you never satisfy, you want more and more. As if a big fire is burning and you put more and more wood, more and more fuel, the fire will not satisfy. The fire can consume more and more fuel. So internal side, in the base of your sensory organs, there is a big burning fire. You can understand a man cannot satisfy by a woman, he wants more. A person cannot satisfy by a particular food, he wants different type of food. A person cannot satisfy by a particular music, he wants different type of musical instruments combination. A person cannot satisfy by a perfume, he wants different type of perfume. A person cannot satisfy by one type of cloth, he wants different type of soft cloth and different type of tough cloth and different type of colors and shades. He wants many designs. So this differentiation and hungerness of the different things and the hungerness of sensory organ materials, they cannot satisfy. And so you are very unpleasant. So you are very disturbed person. Because you are living in the sensory organs hunger and you think that is dharma, you think that is your religion. And those religion, they giving you the freedom to enjoy the sensory organ hunger, you attract to that religions and the number of followers increase in that religion. And those gurus give you the freedom of availing sensory organ hungers, giving the freedom to eat anything, drink anything, enjoy with anyone, or giving a lavishly freedom. So you goes there in the big number because that is matched with your mind. That these gurus accepted by your mind. But the real Guru will oppose, will cut, will make you insight, will give you awareness, will teach you journey opposite the stream, so you do not go to the real Gurus, because the real Gurus expose your hell inside. Hell which is coming from your thoughts, which is coming from your sentimental lust, hell which is coming from your desires, hell which is coming from your cleverness and rogueness of the intellect. Hell is coming from the rigidness and cruelty comes from your ego. Hell is coming from your unstable mind or mood. Sadguru expose and your ego hurt. So you leave the Sadguru. You cannot stay with the Sadguru long time, because you always want fascinating, you always want supporting your dark, you always want the supporters of your illusion, you always want to live in the dark, because your eyes is not comfortable to see the light of the God. My dear friend, this is the story of your painful life. If you say this is the dharma which is support your sensory organ hungers, which is support your all type of pseudo awareness, which is support of all type right and wrong activities, you say the dharma, I think that what is adharma? If the killing is dharma, if the pressurize a person to change the religion is dharma, if cutting the animals and eating the animals is dharma, if the drinking wine is dharma, if the crushing the women in the name of religion is dharma, if the demoralization of women and killing the child is dharma, if the accumulation of unnecessary stock of goods and food material and other stuff is dharma, and other persons, they are needy persons, they are suffering, that is your dharma, I think that is not dharma, and that is the demonic anti-dharma. My dear friend, I told you, if you understand the dharma, you can be enlightened. Because dharma is rather than these things. So, you are living in this unconscious and foolishness life from several generations, but you have got nothing. You have nothing peace, no prosperity of internal, no mercy. You only get the cruelty, you only gain the lovelessness, you lost your faith each other. Because the sensory organs make a person self-centered. And the dharma, if the based on the activities, based on the actions, that dharma surely and certainly convert in the cruelty, foolishness, blind faith, lack of mercy, and violence in the name of dharma. And the punishment of wrong misconduct with others in the name of punishment. And in the name of making pure, you are sucking other person's life energy. In the name of dharma, you are giving the pain, and you are giving pain yourself also. You are becoming sadist. You have given not even the pain to your society persons and other persons. You have even given the pain to the enlightened masters. The great persons, they are suffered by you. You are given the poison to the sacrist Sukrat. You are given to the poison to Mira. You are given the 14-year living in the forest to Rama. You taken the fire exam of Sita. Test in the fire. You are given the crucifixion of Jesus. You are given the poison or the para HG to Dayananda. You are given thorium to a particular saint in America. Your religion is a very conservative mind. You cannot give pardon to anyone. If any person criticizes you, you want to kill them. You are not able to hear the truth. Your dharma is so much miser. Your dharma can be destroyed by the bird. You are intolerable person. Intolerance. You have intolerance. Because you want to kill and crush the voice of the truth, and you are not able to hear the truth. Your religions, your dharmas, making a big nice big sound, big noise, big sound. They are torturing the ear. Almost you are making the big sound of your religions, and you make the society dumb and deaf. Your eyes is completely becoming the blind of the catalyst of your deep ignorance or darkness. Your nose is completely unable to smell the minute fragrance of the God. You are used to smelling the bad smell of fake and dirty principles in the name of religion. You cannot feel the existence, minute sweet fragrance. Your taste buds is correct. You cannot taste the nectar, So the enlightened person's words you cannot identify. You cannot identify the enlightened person's words test, because your test word of the languages and words, they are completely stolen by the fake gurus. Sadgurus comes again and again, existence comes again and again, and you are unmoved. Your consciousness always unconscious, and Sadguru do the efforts to awake you in your consciousness, but you again and again sleep in the sensory organs mesmerism. Your digestion is very strong. You are digested the several great gurus' teachings, and you are not moves. You are not moving. You have make the guru's teaching as a entertainment. You know, in India there is an instrument that is called sarota. And why sarota? We cut the chestnut and the water chestnut. So not a particle attached with the sarota instrument. So I use that the srota is like sarota. You hear from this ear and give up from this ear. You never mind, you never take notice of the teaching of the masters. I am giving an example. A big rock in the bottom of a river, and millions tons of water flows on that rock, but rock never soak any water. If you take the piece of that rock, that piece will be dry. So the Ram came, Krishna came, many great persons came, Ashtavakra came, Kabir came, Dadu came, Nanak, Paltu, Ravidas, Gorakh, many. I cannot count the name of that great gurus. They came, but you are unchanged, still unchanged. From the millions of the birth, you are sink in the pool of the nectar of the masters or the existence, but you are unaffected because you has become like a stone. You are stonified now. Many supreme enlightened masters came. The Sachidananda Paramatma himself came in the form of the masters, but they are completely failed to change you. Your eyes is hard like a stone. There is no mercy. You have never cried in the love. Your love, only the slave of your sensory organs that is not come out from beyond your senses. You are never touched or never enjoy the divine love. And your network of very strong like a spider network that is not broken by the loving inspiration of the masters. You have many boons in your consciousness, many boons. Many person shocked you, giving you pain, giving you wound, many male or female, they was dishonest with you, and they giving shock in the love also. You have so much pain in your unconsciousness, but you are not allowed to the master to treat your wounds. You are putting flower on the wounds and showing that you are bearing the ornament of the flowers. That wounds converted into the ideology of your mind and thoughts, and that's why your thoughts is so bad smelling thoughts, like pus. But you never allow to wash out the thoughts and enjoy the thoughtless condition of meditation. The cloud of the existence again and again came in every life and want to reign over you by the nectar of his love and knowledge and the divinity. But every time you shut your doors and you escape yourself from the truth. That's why you are completely unknown with the dharma. That's why you are eating the poison continuously and dying again and again. You think that the dhatura seed like a dry fruit, and you are eating them and you are become mad and you are become a very bad death and birth cycle, the part of that cycle. If someone giving you the inspiration or the directives for your real home, for your real destination, but you have the crowd of the words, so you cannot understand or not identify that particular well-faring word. So you are wandering in the deep and dense forest and you miss your direction and you do not hearing the call of Sadguru and you do not understanding the signal of existence. That is the cause. Which is you understanding the dharma, which is you understanding the truth, which is you understanding the well-wishing, that is the mask of adharma, the mask of enemy, the mask of false, and you are following that mask person. That is your enemy that want to kill you, that want to crush you in the death and birth cycle. You are making friendship with the enemy and kicking the real friend. Because the enemy is doing the drama of your well-wisher and real friend is hard to talking with you. So you do not know the medicine can be bitter and the poison can be sweet. You are avoiding and hating and understanding the enemy. That is your real friend, that is your master. So always you avoiding the freedom giver, the Paramahansas, the supreme knower, the great persons, masters. So the Gita says, this life is the field of the dharmas, and this life is the occasion, chance to submerge in the truth, submerge in the dharma. And you are missing this chance, you are missing this opportunity. Vedas says, Dharyati iti dharma. Vedas says, the base of all universes, the base of all living beings, only one. The life is one, the God is one, the existence is one, the knowledge is one, the awareness is one. If you know, and that is the method of knowing of that knowledge, that awareness, that life, that immortality, that method is called dharma. If a person do not have the knowledge of liberation or knowledge of supreme wisdom of the divinity, how can he give you love? Because the coin of the life has two phases, real life. One phase is love and another phase is the dharma. So the one phase is love and another phase is Atma Jnana, Jagran, enlightenment. So Jagrana, Buddhatva, knowing the existence, soul, Satchidananda, Param Ananda, love, Prem, Brahma, Samadhi, Sambodhi, these are the same name of your existence. These are the name of your consciousness. These are the name of your life. These are the name of your internal stability in the truth. Where there is dharma, there is nothing can be stand, because dharma is the solidary. Where there is enlightenment, there is never can mind, intellect and ego. As where there is light, there is cannot be stand dark. And where there is antakarna, there is no enlightenment. Where there is enlightenment, there is the jnana, there is the supreme knowledge of liberation. There the ajnana and illusion cannot be stand, cannot be effect. There is sun, the old cannot open his eyes. There is sun, there is no any piece of the dark can be stand. So my dear friend, at that time and when that day you will be know yourself, you will be awake in yourself, then you will be stand in the existence. From that time, from that moment, you will be see the dharma is one and reason is not dharma. Religion is not dharma. Because when that time, at that time you will enter in the real dharma. I am not telling for the Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, Parsi, Yahudi. I am telling the universal dharma. Your physical body may be Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, but your soul cannot be Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai. Your soul is universal. Your love is universal. Your light is universal. Nobody can trademark your soul. Nobody. Nobody can make slave your soul, because you cannot make slave the sky. You cannot make slave the antariksha, the space. Space is not your slave. You cannot trademark space Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai. You cannot trademark the water Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai. You cannot trademark the light of sun Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai. You cannot trademark the fire Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai. So you cannot trademark the life Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai. How much foolish you are. You do not know the real identity of the God which is living inside of you, in the form of your life, in the form of divine soul. So when you will be enlightened in existence, then you will be know the real dharma and the real identity of your life and existence, and immortality and love, and the awareness and the consciousness, the supreme stage of consciousness. Then death cannot be conquer you. You will become immortal. Then when you enter in this dharma, as the drop down in the ocean and drop become the ocean, and you will become the God, existence almighty, which is spreading the millions of the galaxies and billions of the universes. You are fighting for the peace of the land in the name of the religion. How foolish you are. God want to giving you all universes, but you want to small piece of land. Because you are blind, so you are fighting. When you will stand in this immortal dharma, you will transform it into the God, existence almighty. Then you will see the existence is in you. And the Ramayana says, Janat tumai, tumai ho jai. When you know the God inside, you will transform it into the God. The Ramayana says, the Vedas says, Sarvikhil Brahma. The God existence, the Brahma is everywhere uniformly and not dense and not rare. So it proves that all your norms, they are fake and false, because you made a new illusions in these societies. And the Kabir says, Aap samana aap mein. You are immortal soul, and all other things, they are Maya. And you must be submerged in your real identity. So the every word of the Gita is very precious. Even the starting word of the Gita, Dharma Kshetra, is very important. Very, very valueful word. Nothing is value like this word Dharma Kshetra. Very, very deep meaning, and giver the freedom of all illusions. Only one word, Dharma Kshetra. As if you take a round of the gun, bullet of the gun, and take in hand and throw like a stone, nobody can kill by your throwing that bullet. But if you put that bullet in the gun and shoot, the elephant will be down by one round. My dear friend, the word of the priest and the fake persons and the fake gurus, they never affected, because they are not enlightened. The master Sadguru is enlightened, so the word of Sadguru is affected all the time. Because a word of the Sadguru is the gunshot like effect that can destroy your ignorance, that can destroy your dark, that can destroy your illusion. And Sadguru gives the supreme death. And what is supreme death? In that death, all Maya will kill. mind, intellect and ego all kill, and only the existence will remain, and you will become free and immortal soul. So the Kabir says, मन मरी न माया मरा, मर मर गए शरीर, आशा तृष्णा ना मरी, कह गए दास कबीर. Bodies died, but mind, intellect and ego never died. And the wishes, the hungers of the sensory organs, they never died, but the Sadguru has a great bullet of the jnana, the supreme knowledge. Sadguru can only give you the great death. Everything will die and your immortal soul will be awake. So the Sadgurus, Kabir says, Pothi pad pad jagmuba pandit bhaya na koi. Don't read the books. If you read the books till your death, you will not enlighten. ढाई आखर प्रेम का पड़े सु पंडित होय. If you will be hear the master's voice, the loving voice, a small sentence, you can become the supreme knower of the world. So the same thing say the Gorakhnath, the great master of India. मरो हे योगी मरो, मरण है मीठा, तिस मरनी मरो, जिस मरनी गोरख मर दीठा. You want to die? Please die forever, never born in again in this world. Because enlightened persons never born again. They have their last birth, and they can make your birth last also. So, the dharma kshetra, it means when the dharma arises inside of you, then the immortality arises in you. You will be fulfilled by the light of the God's knowledge forever. And you start living in the God's awareness. So Krishna is talking about that dharma. The Arjuna is not like you. Arjuna was not the prisoner like you. Arjuna was a great seeker. So the Krishna's intention and the meaning of the dharma is the life is the dharma field, is the life is the expansion of the existence, the life is the stream of the pleasure of the nectar, the life is the stream of the immortality, the life is the pond of the nectar, the life is the presence of Satchidananda, unbreakable everywhere. So the life, you can be broke the sheath of your thoughts. So the Gita is starting from this precious word, dharma kshetra. And please be careful. God is given you very precious life. You can convert this life in the dharma kshetra. You can use this occasion. You can use this chance. You can use this opportunity to make you immortal, to make you free, to make you awake, to make you aware and extremely awareness. And never caught in the dilemmas, never caught in misunderstanding, never caught in the sleep of darkness of illusion, because your phantasm is the cause of illusion, your blindness is the cause of illusion. Your blindness can be converted, this dharma kshetra, into the kurukshetra, this great occasion, this non-doer condition. Your illusion can convert its non-doer condition as a doer condition. And in the next discourse, we will talk about the next word of this stanza, and that word will be Kurukshetra. Thank you very much. Love you very much. Bless you very much. You are one love, one light, one consciousness. You are a real dharmi. You are a real, true soul, never caught in the illusion of the mesmerism of the Maya. Thank you.